Hi YouTube, it's me Lena, and I'm here today with my Project Pan update. So let's get started with the 3 non-makeup items that I have. Go ahead and get them out of the way. First, I have the Essence of Beauty Forever Paris body mist that I got from Ipsy last year. And I just marked it, and I'm realizing I actually marked it a little bit too high. Because as you can see, I marked it here, but it is a smidge below. But I have been trying to use this every day, but some days I forget. Like today, I actually totally forgot to use it today, so. And there, look, it's even lower now. Oh well. The next thing I have is the Ulta Deep Treatment Foaming Mask. I didn't mark it last time because it was full, but here is where it's at now. So, got a good ways to go on that. The other thing I have is the Bumble and Bubble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. It's a hair primer. I've been using it for the heat protection. And I haven't gotten too much further down, but using it, getting there, that's what counts. Now as for makeup, the first 2 things I have are the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation and Primer. And as you can see, I actually did pick up these little tube squeezers that you can get on the toothpaste aisle of like your local Walmart or whatever. Mine are from Walmart, but I'm sure that like Target and all the other known places have them. I didn't mark this to start with because I don't know why, honestly, but let me pull these off so you could actually properly see where they're marked at now. I marked them, I think technically last night, but. So here is where my primer's at right now. And the thing that's really nice about these, basically prevents you from having to cut it open, because while that totally works and you can get out every last drop, it is a little messy. So if you don't like to do that, I got 2 of these for like $1.17 or something crazy like that. But I'm about halfway through the bottle of my primer. But unfortunately, I'm realizing that I'm gonna finish the primer before I finish the foundation, because I am only right about here with my foundation. And as you can see, that's probably only about 1/3 of it. So that might be an issue later on. Next I have the Miraness concealer that I depotted, and it doesn't really look any different, but that is basically a thin layer over the bottom. So soon you'll probably actually be starting to see the bottom of the plastic. Next I have the Benefit High Beam sample, and while it doesn't look too much different, as you can see there are like giant holes in it. And if you look inside, there's really not much left of it, so that should be gone in about a month, I'm hoping. Let's see, another thing that I pulled the stopper out of is the Balm Staniac, because it was all starting to get stuck either at the top or the bottom. So I think I pulled it a little too early though, because as you can see, it's a little goopy. Now I apply this with a brush. I just tap my e.l.f. small stipple brush on there and then apply it that way. So it's not too bad. Hopefully I can basically clear out the top over the next 2 weeks so that I can actually get like an accurate view of this. Now I do have 1 lipstick in this. It is the Urban Decay Miniature Revolution lipstick in Naked. This is what I have left. I have been using this a lot. And I measured on the cap, and I did remember to measure this one first time, so it has dropped a little bit. Hopefully I can use this some more and get this gone in the next month. Now, here's my Urban Decay eyeshadow in Sin. Yes, I finally pried it out of the thing, because as you can see, it is empty. However, I do have a little bit left. It was all clinging around the sides, so I just scraped it all out, and I'm basically treating it as a loose eyeshadow. But that's only a couple days worth of use, so I'm just gonna finish it off this week. So that will be 1 thing down, and it will be an eyeshadow, which is always really exciting. So the last 4 things are all pencil-y products, and I did make a measurement on paper. First off is the Milani Brow Wax, which is teeny tiny, as you can see. And here is my measurement of it. As you can see, it has gone down a little bit, but not a ton. But I mean, you could use this until it's literally flat. So these bigger ones don't need to be sharpened as much. And the other really big one that barely needs to be sharpened at all is my Jordana 12-hour Made to Last shadow stick. And that little bit of dip, is that it right there? I've basically been, you know, rubbing my finger on the top and then applying it like that. So, especially when it gets like really close to one edge, because when you apply it like this, it'll wear down at a slant and then it'll like start scratching my eye, but I want to use all of it, so I have to apply it with my fingers to do that. Here's my Lord & Berry eyeliner, and I only remember using this once or twice, but it actually did get some wear, which is good. This is it right here, so sorry, I'm leaning the wrong way. Teeny tiny bit of usage, but that's still some, which is good. I really only use this to tightline with when I wear like a gel eyeliner, so that's why it's not getting used a lot right now. And my final item before I show you guys my Lorac Pro is my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On blah 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 in Rockstar. You can't even see the name of the color anymore. I can't sharpen this anymore. The last time I sharpened it, it's kind of stupid of me to do, honestly. I held it in my teeth and I rotated the sharpener around that because when I tried to do it the other way, it wouldn't catch. So this one can't be sharpened anymore. So what's left is left. I was kind of hoping to use it before this, but I didn't want to put off filming to do so. So this will definitely be done next week. Let's see, I don't think anything else will be done in 2 weeks, but in a month, I'm pretty sure the lipstick and this will be done as well. So yeah, let's get to the palette. That's the really fun part, isn't it? So here's my palette. Let's see, my gold shade, the pan has gotten a little bigger. I know the pan has gotten bigger on my taupe shade. And admittedly, everything else has kind of stayed the same. I have gotten some wear on Deep Purple because I've been using it to set that Urban Decay eyeliner. And I know the dips in White, Cream, and Nude have gotten bigger, but I have yet to hit pan. Those little dots in there were actually me poking a hole in it with a safety pin to see how far down it went. And it still goes pretty far. So I don't know how some of you ladies burn through makeup seemingly like you do. I mean, congratulations, more power to you. I'm not knocking you, but I know some people were complaining that they were gonna go through this like halfway through the year, 9 months into the year, because there's not a ton of product in these compared to say like the Urban Decay Naked palette. But this is gonna take me all year, so settle in. I'm not particularly bothered by that in any way. It's just when you see everybody else hitting pan on like 9 shades and I've already finished 2, I've hit pan on 3 and almost finished with 1. It's a little frustrating, but I'm not gonna let it get to me. Like last week, I wore makeup like 3 times because I was sick for most of it. So I know stuff like that comes up too. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!